emission of the carbon dioxide and methane in a wide range. Also, there is water vapor, but methane has a very big role in the global warming. And where does it come, that methane and carbon dioxide? Do you have an idea, Dustin?
Sorry?
Yeah. Do you have an idea where does that methane gas, come from?
Methane.
Yes.
They come from.
Yes.
Methane? They come from cars and stuff when you drive.
From where?
Methane comes from cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And they come from. Yeah, they come from cars and stuff. Right?
Miss, don't they come from animals?
Oh no,
Yes.
yeah, they come from feces. They come from feces, I think.
Yes. They come from animal, and the gases it has released out from the animal, especially cows. They produce methane, and also when there are fields, especially rice fields, also they release methane gas, and rotting vegetables. Of course, the burning of the natural gases, which cause also methane. So those, they will cause global warming, which they trap the heat, and it will be so hot. That's why we call them greenhouse effect. You know those houses which is made of glasses, and they put plants to grow there, which is very hot, and the heat was trapped there. That's why it become very hot. So the same happening to the atmosphere because of the emission of those gases, so which we call it global warming. Now we know the cause of global warming. What do you say? How do we reduce that? How do we reduce? What should be done to reduce those emissions? Do you have an idea, guys? Ada?
Yeah, miss.
Yes. Do you have an idea how do we reduce this emission from our side?
For example, we can plant trees to reduce the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere.
Very good. So by planting more trees, the environmental will be fresh. So we will reduce the carbon dioxide, and then we should have alternative of the fossil fuel. For example, we can have solar energy, instead of burning coal. So the atmosphere will be more clear and we get our energy. There is also another way that they use hydrogen nowadays. Instead of the petroleum, this all will reduce global warming. Very good. You have a figure on page 9. On page 9 you have a figure. If you look at 1.12 greenhouse effect, this is the summary, and you have also by the PowerPoint, I think it is PowerPoint number 19. Dasan, are you there? Dasan?
Yes.
Yes, please, Dasan, can you read that PowerPoint for us, which is number 19, global warming will cause some problems. Let us hear it together. Dasan,
Global warming will cause some problems.
Yeah.
Number 1, polar ice melts.
Yeah.
Number 2, the surface temperature will increase.
Very good.
3, hurricanes and floods will become more and more common.
Yes.
Growing crop will be easier in some areas but difficult in others.
Yeah. Dasan, if I ask, What do you get from those points? What do we mean by polar ice melts?
The polar ice in Antarctica and the cold areas will
Yeah.
slowly melt into water.
Yeah. So they will cause what when they melt in a very huge amount?
It will inhabit some animals.
Yeah, and then the float will come. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the agriculture will be also difficult. Okay. And then, as we say, the surface temperature will increase because of that increasing the temperature, all the ice melt. Guys, please, there are a lot of videos over the increasing the methane amount, okay, in the atmosphere. Please look at them. They are very nice videos over how the ice melt by the polars, okay. And I sent also 3 videos. Please watch them, please, okay? You will get more information about what happened by global warming and how we reduce them, please, because they are very important. Thank you. Okay, now we will have by the PowerPoint number 20, problem of carbon dioxide and methane gas, okay? Rosie, are you there? Rosie?
Yes, miss.
Yes, can you read that PowerPoint if you have it, number 20, problems of carbon dioxide and methane gas?
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait, miss, which slide?
It is number 20 by me, which is problem of carbon dioxide and methane gas.
Oh, number 1, cutting trees and burning fuels increase carbon dioxide amount.
Very good.
Methane produces by the decay of food, dead products by large quantities in rice paddy fields.
Yes,
To
especially in
solve,
the paddy fields. These are the causes. And then to solve this, yes, please, the other column, please.
to solve the problem of carbon dioxide is by planting more trees.
Yes.
And to solve the problem of methane gas is by treating organic waste so that methane can be collected and burned as fuels.
Very good. So that's very important, the causes and how to solve these problems, the emission of these gases. So you have everything in your book and by the slides. Please read them very carefully. These are all about global warming and greenhouse effect. Now we will come, thank you, Rosie. We will come on page 10, the questions, okay? We solved some of the question. Now we are by the question 111. Question 111, let me see. Is Lara Fakhir here? Lara Fakhir, are you here today? Lara? Okay, you don't. Vina? Okay. Do you know, guys, Rosie, do you know why Vina never attend any online classes? Do you have an idea, Rosie?
Miss internet niya?
Yeah, no? How?
No.
She's in our building. Why they don't have?
Oh, هنا نازلة بس تبو ما تبو الشنة كإنترنت niya.
Wow. Yeah. Bash. Thank you. Aran Adiban? Aran Adiban? Are you here? Aran? Yes. Aran Kaban?
Yes, Miss Lara.
Very Aran. Bash Aran again. Question 111 on page 10. Can you read for us?
الشيء رقم Miss.
Yes.
Page 10 minutes? Page 10?
Page 10, question 111.
Uh-huh. How does methane get into the air?
Yes. What do you say, Aran? Okay. Before a while, I explained. Yes. Yeah, Aran. By rotting vegetables, burning the fuel, okay? And also by the gases which are released by the cows. Okay, these are all the causes that the methane will get to the air. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, and those fields, especially rice, paddy fields, they all release methane gas. Okay. Question 112. Question 112. Mervin, are you there? Mervin? Mervin?
Yes,
Mervin?
miss.
Yes, Mervin. Do you have your book?
Yes.
Page 10. Question 112. Question 112.
What is the greenhouse effect?
Yes, what do you say, Mervin? In your own word, make it simple. What do you get from this? Yeah, Mervin? What is greenhouse? Can you describe greenhouse for me?
I don't know, miss.
Mervin, do you know
No.
those houses which made of glasses, you know? They
Yes.
plant, okay? There are a lot of plants there. They like to grow. Have you ever been there? It is very hot inside.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it is greenhouse.
Yeah.
Okay? So because it is very hot because the air or the heat trapped in, okay? Which helps the plants to grow. So the same will happen in the atmosphere because of the emission of the carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor. All these gases, they will trap the heat, okay? And they will reflect back to the Earth's surface. So it will make everything very hot. That's why we call them greenhouse effect. Do you get it, Mervin?
Miss, one question.
Yeah.
Has chlorofluorocarbon have got to with the greenhouse
How
chlorofluorocarbon?
yes, chlorofluor, Ara, do you remember every time in the class I say the water bottles, they should never let to be, okay, exposed to the sun. Yeah. So that's the chlorofluoro effect. And of course that, you know, we had a friend, let me tell you that story for the greenhouse. We had a friend in Holland. He was working for a long time by that greenhouses, okay? But after 2-3 months, he was very sick. He had tuberculosis, you know tuberculosis? Yeah, because, you know, it is good for the plant, but there are also emission of some, like you say, chlorofluoro, okay, which is also harmful for the health, and the heat will remain there. There is not a lot of fresh air, which is also a risky job, okay? Do you get my point?
Yes.
Yeah. So let us do question 113. Is Aran Kaban here? Aran Kaban? Aran Kaban? Ya halına sağlık.
Yes, yes.
Aran Kaban?
والله ما مسكتي بكم هنازم شوية.
كنو كتبي بورقي قلوب روجا.
والله مسكري هي.
والله لواتش. Aran?
جبلك أنا.
أخذت دكتور.
بس كتير كان لي بس شو جورا كم بيسا بس جور بوي بيرام
Is bochel. Bash. Babrazana. Okay. Where is Aaron? 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 He is not here. Okay. Is Shko? 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 He is not here also. Very good. Daro?
Balamasa.
Thank you. Daro, can you tell us question 113?
What does a catalytic converter do to the
Yes.
exhaust gases from a car?
Yeah, what do you get from catalytic converter? Why it is important that they will assemble it with the exhaust of the car? What does it do? Catalytic converter. Yeah. You know, you remember some gases, they do the pollution of the air, and which is nitrogen dioxide and carbon monoxide, and we talked about lead. Those catalytic converter, okay, they will attach to the exhaust of the car because it will change nitrogen dioxide to nitrogen and carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide. Okay, that's why it is very important. So they will change. It will change nitrogen dioxide to nitrogen gas and carbon monoxide, which we said they are toxic, and it will change it to carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the catalytic converter do. Okay, do you get it, Daro?
Yes, thank you.
Very good. Okay, we will come to question 114. In 114, it tells us why it is possible to separate the gases in the air by fractional distillation. If you remember, by chapter 2, I think, we had the separation method, okay? One of them was fractional distillation. And by fractional distillation, we said it depends on the boiling points, if you remember, yeah? So we use fractional distillation because different gases, they have different boiling point, okay? So they have different boiling point. That's why we use fractional distillation. Okay? Did you get my point, guys?
No, I didn't get it.
Yeah. Ada, do you get it?
Ma 17 Agisto.
Seka. Gazakan, they have all different boiling point. Okay? Because they have different boiling point, so to separate them, the best way is fractional distillation. Why? Because fractional distillation depends on the boiling point. Okay? أجل بير تنبيه لك I don't know if I can find it. رسمك ما نهبو لشابتري دو كتون جامعنا كردوانية بدistillation. So, which man fractional column man هي بكار man هنا. So that idea, which we call it fractional distillation, it depends on the boiling point. Okay?
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. So now we covered those page which is related with the natural yes, with the natural cycles and also earth resources, global warming, greenhouse effect. Now we will come to another topic on page 11, which we talk about the sea and rivers. We know how the water is important in our life, and we should be very careful not to waste, okay, in a large amount, because we need it every day. So we will have water treatment, and before I go to water treatment, I would like to explain about the pollution of the water supply. If you open your book on page 13, please, your book on page 13, the pollution of water supply. Okay, pollution of water supply. Is San Sarhan here? San Sarhan? He never attend. Very good. Okay, Prusha, is your mic working today or not? Prusha? Prusha? Is your mic working or not? Yeah. Yes, Prusha? No? Okay. So, let us see. Berzi, Bares, are you there? Berzi? And Bares? Okay. So, Dustin,
Yes, miss.
can you read page 13, pollution of water supply for us?
Yeah.
Thank you. I want to explain. Yeah.
Pollution of the water supply. Issues concerning the pollution of water include the following. Nitrate fertilizers can be washed into streams and rivers from farmland. These nitrates are not removed by water treatment and can cause health problems for old people and for young children. They can also cause waterways to become overloaded with nutrients, causing plant and algal growth.
Okay, do you get that?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Then,
Yeah.
can you explain it in your word in a very easy way?
So basically, when this nitrate fertilizer used on plants, sometimes they can get into the water and basically pollute it.
Very good. So, as you remember, we talked about the fertilization, okay, of the soil, and most of them contains nitrogen, which is a nitrate salt. Of course, they will stream into the river and causes a large problem, which pollute the water supply. Okay, thank you. Yes, and then we have industry sometimes. Yes, please.
Industry sometimes discharges toxic and harmful substances into rivers.
Yeah, can you give me an example, Dustin?
Power plants, they throw out radioactive materials.
Power plants, yes, because they use radioactive substances, which is very dangerous. Okay, so what do? They stream their waste into the ocean or the rivers, which pollute the water supply. Thank you. And then
untreated sewage and other animal waste can be released into rivers, especially in areas where there are no sewers. A release of untreated sewage into rivers can lower oxygen levels by chemical reaction and cause the spread of harmful bacteria, increasing the risk of disease.
yeah.
So basically, it's pretty.
Yes, can you explain it?
Basically, sometimes if there are no sewers in an area, sometimes like feces can be put into the river, and that causes problems because it reduces oxygen levels.
Very good. And then we have
the use of water for cooling by industry can result in warm water being discharged into rivers. Warm water can dissolve less oxygen than cold water, so animals living in the water may be left with insufficient oxygen. All of these and others led to a problem in rivers and lakes.
Very good. So guys, those points are very important, how the water supply, okay, be polluted. Please, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, very good. Ada, now we have questions, okay, on page 13.
Yeah.
You read for us question number 115.
Question number 15?
Yeah, 115, yes.
Miss, wait a second. Let me find
Question
it.
Page 13.
Page 13?
Yes, questions.
Okay. Question 15. Why is water filtered before other treatments?
Yeah, what do you think?
I feel like because the like solid and gas can be
To remove,
removed
yeah?
easily. Yeah, they can be removed easily, but it's kind of hard to remove water, so that's why they filter it before
Very,
the other treatments.
yes. Because water consists of solid particle which cannot dissolve. So the filtration is the best way to remove all those solid particles. Okay. And then we have by question 116, Ada.
Question 16. Why is chlorine added to water?
What do you say?
Basically to kill the bacteria
Very
and
good.
the microorganisms.
Very good. So by water treatment, we should do filtration, and then we should do chlorination, which is adding chlorine. And you see sometimes also at your home by the tap water, okay, that they add chlorine. It smells special smell. And then because they want to kill all the bacteria and microorganisms which in the water supply. Thank you. Okay. Why is distillation of seawater an expensive way of making drinking water? Ara, what do you say?
Miss, I feel like because distillation, the fractional distillation is basically boiling. So boiling requires energy.
Very good. Because it requires energy, so it costs money, of course. It is not only a cup of water that boil, it's a large amount of the water to be boiled, so it needs energy and it costs money. Thank you. Ara, can you do question 118 and 119 also?
What is the 1.18? What is the main danger of letting untreated sewage into rivers?
What do you
So miss, basically, as I submit, so like waters can dissolve oxygen.
Yeah, and there's bacteria also which causes disease. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So the water will be polluted. Good. And question 19.
Question 19 is why are nitrates from fertilizers dangerous in the water supply?
Yeah. What do you say?
It's because nitrogen.
If you look, Ara, by that point, which Dustin read before a while, next to the question, it tells you they also cause waterways to become overloaded with nutrient, causing
It's
plants.
like algal bloom
Yeah.
معقول in water in بسيخ it's bad.
Yeah.
Because
Because
algal bloom there'll be no photosynthesis.
yes, and also it causes health problem. If we have overloaded to the nitrate, of course, it causes algae to grow. Thank you. Guys, do you have any question about water supply, how it will be polluted, and the solution of this, which is water treatment? Do you have any question, please? Let me hear it. Thank you. Now, if you know some of you which submit the answer of those questions which I sent it to your Google Classroom, thank you very much for those they have submitted. Some of you guys, you submitted, but the attachment was missing, okay? So I didn't see your answer because you didn't attach. I don't know why you missed the attachment when you submitted and you turn in the questions for me. So please always make sure when you give answer. What do we do now? We will solve those questions, which I sent it to your Google Classroom. Okay. And thank you for those. They have answered it. It is not important for me that you do it 100% correct, but you are sharing and joining Okay, and trying. Okay, I do appreciate it. So let us go to the questions. Okay. Do you have it? Can you open it? Questions which I sent it to your Google Classroom. I don't know exactly where is it by me. Yeah. Yes. Do you have it? Aran Adiban, do you have that questions? Those questions that I sent? Aran Adiban? Aran? Aran Adiban? Yeah. You don't hear me, Aran? Dasan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you have those questions, please?
The multiple choice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you read the number 1 for us?
The diagram shows some of the uses of water at home. For which uses is it important for the water to be treated?
Yeah. What do you say? Which one is the correct answer? Dasan, which one is the correct answer?
Is it D?
Why? Look at this, Aran. Which one they use for cooking?
1.
So number 1. Yeah. So number 1 is very important. Yeah. If it doesn't treat it, those which we wash our cars or by plant, okay, giving water to the plant, it's not very important. But for cooking and for drinking, we should, okay, have a very pure water. So A is the correct answer. Yeah. A is the correct answer. Okay. Thank you, Dasan. Question number 2, Rosie. Question number 2. Rosie.
Yes, miss.
Question number 2. Do you have those questions?
Yeah.
Please.
So should I read it?
Yeah.
Okay. The carbon cycle
Yeah.
that describes how her carbon dioxide gas is added to or removed from the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Which row describes the movement of carbon dioxide during each process?
Yeah. What do you say?
Is it C?
Yes. Very good. Why C? Why C? Can you tell us? Because by photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide removed from the atmosphere, but by combustion and respiration, it will add to the atmosphere. Yeah. So that's why C is the best answer. Thank you. Okay. Mervin. Mervin.
Yes, miss.
Yes. Do you have those questions, please?
No.
You don't.
Looking.
So let me say argon is a noble gas used to fill light bulbs. What is the approximate percentage of argon in the air? What do you say? Let me ask in this way. Is the argon percentage very high or low? Mervin, do you remember we talked about the percentage and we have a table, okay, by page 7, okay? We had a percentage of each gases, not each gases, most of the gases, let us say, and we said the argon has a very low percentage, like 1%. Okay, so A is the best answer for this question. Question number 3, A is the best answer. Thank you, Mervin.
Miss,
Yes.
what are those questions? Where are they from?
By your Google Classroom, I sent it, and some of the questions they also answered it, and they turned back to me, and they have their own grade. Mervin, please every time, look at your Google Classroom, because I send always something new. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Is Shko here? Shko? دعاء قلينا كان أمانك درجان ورقر.
Miss.
Yes.
وابزا حفتي بيشوش بيموتي شكو مشكي كهربائيها وانترنتيها نازم شيتي
شكو هيتي؟
شكو هيتي يعني
والله باش بس دعاء كي ودرجة عن ورقر حزا كان بعزة تلبي كتير قليب كات because you will have extra. Those they always join and they share the class, they will have extra mark in their final. Okay.
Miss, I'm solve final again?
Yes, I hope.
إيه
يعني إنه بهيش يوجنا يعني سالك بروا دستنجان from the Ministry of the Education. Okay. شو خلق بارا يعني يسيكي كيكو إيو باري سالك تنا معقولني يا بروات.
راسك
Yeah. Okay. Now, Ada.
Yeah, Miss.
Yes. Can you read question number, which is in your page? It is question 5. Later we will come to question 4. Question 5. River water.
River water contains soluble impurities, insoluble impurities, and bacteria. River water is made safe to drink by filtration and chlorination. Which statement is correct? B. Filtration removes insoluble impurities and chlorination kills the bacteria.
Yes. هذا توجي كي كيلواني كاتاتشمنتك بير شوا سبميت كردوا بس اتاتشمنتك بير شوا لقال يعني يا
ميس من بيرم شو هار بيني رم
يا اخر تلو اخذنا معه نعم يجك حلم كنت هذا سؤالك
لا باش.
Okay, so question 5 B is the best answer. 5 B is the best answer because as we said, by water treatment, filtration and chlorination is very important because it will remove solid particle and it will kill bacteria. Thank you. We will come to the question after that, which is question 4. Question 4. Okay. Who has not shared? Let me hear it, please. Who is there that I didn't call? Okay, Zahra, Zina, Sama. Yes, Zina, please. Thank you. Zina, can you give answer? Thank you, Zina. Thank you, Zahra. Can you give answer for this question, which is the table describe 3 types? Thank you, Zina. You were the first one who gave answer of the questions of the Google Classroom. Thank you for your attempt. Okay. Yes, Zina. You type it. Very good. Yes, Prusha, I know. Thank you so much. Yes, Sama, how are you? How is Egypt? I hope that everyone will doing well. Very good. Okay, let us do question. No, I am in question 4, Zina, not question 6. Question 4 is that table. The table describes 3 types of water. Okay. Oh, it is okay. Aran, Adiban. Yes, let me see. Okay. Yes, Zina. Question which is the table describes 3 types of water. Yeah, very good, Zina. Question 4A is the best answer. Why? Look at this. We have the source of the water, appearance before the treatment and treatment, appearance treatment. It say only Q and R are suitable for drinking, while P could be used for irrigation. Irrigation, it means how they give water to the plants, you know. So this is a true answer. 4A is a best answer. Thank you, Zina. Okay, we will go to question 6. Zahra, can you give answer for question, Zahra? Can you give answer for question 6? Carbon dioxide and methane? Yes? No, Zahra, listen to me. In this question, it tells you carbon dioxide and methane both contribute to climate change. Which process produce both gases? It is B, farming cattle. Okay? Okay. Farming cattle, it is B. So B is the best answer. It's okay, Zahra? Just I like you to share. Thank you. Sama, question 7. Sama, can you do question 7 for us? Sama? Yes, Sama, she is typing. Yeah. Sama, which statement about water are correct? Household water contains dissolved salt. So we have 1, 3, and 4. No, it is C. Okay, the best answer is C for question 7. Okay, question 7, C is the best answer. Thank you, Sama. It's okay. Yeah, and then we will have
Miss,
question. Jan?
Can I do this one?
Yes, please.
Number 8. Which statement about the carbon cycle is correct? Carbon dioxide is added to the atmosphere by respiration. 2. Carbon dioxide is added to the atmosphere by combustion of coal. Carbon dioxide is removed from the atmosphere by photosynthesis. Isn't it A?
A. Thank you so much. A is the best answer. Thank you. And can you do also 9?
Yes. Which process is used to convert limestone into lime?
Yeah. What do you say?
Limestone into lime. Electrolysis.
But let me remind you. Limestone is CaCO3. Okay.
Calcium carbonate.
Yes, calcium carbonate. Do you remember when we took the types of the reaction? We talked about decomposition. We said always calcium carbonate can decompose because of the heat. It will become CaO plus CO2, and CaO is lime.
So is it thermal decomposition?
Very good. So D is the best answer. Okay.
Okay.
So Miss number 7, sheet with number 7.
C.
C.
C, number C.
That's for.
Welcome. Okay, which one was it? 9 is D. Okay, we will come to question 10. Yeah. Yes, Ara, question 10. The last one, question 10.
10 here, air is a mixture of gases. Which gas is present in the largest amount?
Yeah. Thank you. Nitrogen has the largest amount, about 78% is nitrogen of the atmosphere. Thank you so much. Guys, do you have any questions about those questions now we have solved?
No, miss.
Okay,
No, miss.
very good. And they are important question. And you know me, when I say important, I mean it. Okay, so be very careful. Thank you. What do we do? Because by the other group, we were here the same. So what is left only in this chapter? If you take a look with me, page 14, we have the earth crust and we have the limestone cycle. Then we will have the problem of fossil fuel, the alternative of the fossil fuel, which we use hydrogen as a fuel. So these are only left in this chapter. Then we will do together chapter review and the questions on page 18. Okay, so I will stop here because we don't want to rush and we get so many information in one class. Okay, today we will stop. Now, I hope you a very good day further. And keep safe. Please, before you leave a message and then you leave and have a nice day.